Alright, we're on a roll. We're back. Took a little break there because I finally got my, to do stuff. And that was great because I've been trying to get my computer to do stuff pretty much all morning. So hooray. Yeah, me and the browser had we had a little, yes. Anyway, so we're continuing on. This is past me talking to present you. We're doing a little time travel. I thought I would continue this because I have time and I have energy, and that's kind of when I do things. Batch creating the fluff out of stuff, right? Fluff. That's funny because of what we're going to talk about. So it's Sunday, which means it's time for a Stashcast. But before we get to that, I'm Aradia, your resident witch and creatrix over to Aradia's hand and Danae's divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And on Sundays, I like to do a thing called Stashcast. So when artists talk about stash, usually they're talking about materials, beads, buttons, yarn, thread, fabric, paint, what have you. Whatever it is you use to make your thing. I've extended my definition to also include tools, since I apparently seem to collect them as well, unintentionally. So here we are. Over the last several weeks, we've been talking about needle felting, and so we're going to continue that for a couple of more weeks. And today's share is this awesome, cute, adorable, oh my gosh, where's my notes? I need them. Hey! Needle felting kit. It was excited. I was excited. This is fine. This is fine because all this means it'll be easier to share it with you. So, yeah, without the pop goes the weasel. So, yeah. I don't know how to start on these. Okay. Anyway. It's quaint. It's cute. It's let's this open. 2 needles. Foam, which you can see has been used, and then little directionalness. So I got this from Michael's. I think it was cute because it had basically everything you needed except for the actual wool to get started, so like a work surface, and then 2 needles, and they both have little rubber doodads on them, so like a handle. Although I'm not sure, like I put a star on one of them and I don't know why. I don't know if that's because that's the one I used first or to like label it. Apparently this is not closed. Anyway, when I started kind of trying out needle felting, this is one of the first things I got. And so I like it for that reason. If you want to get started and you don't want to break the bank and you're not sure where to go, this was a nice little handy thing. Now, I will say you do need felt, or the wool to felt, because this is the tool and a work surface. Now, as you can see though, like seriously, I didn't even do a whole lot with this at the time, and like there's a sizable depression in there. So like this is good for you to just literally get started and like to try it out. Obviously this isn't like a review. I would put this on my actual website proper for that, and like we're gonna have to make a note. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to like make a note right now. Do it. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why I didn't think to do that before, but would be a good idea. So sure. Yeah, I started out with this because I think I hadn't, I didn't know any particular needle felters other than the one I know personally, and I like to find things out on my own, so I'm not real big on asking for help until like I'm past a certain point, or if I need something that I definitely need a person to talk to about because my question is either specific and I'm not having any easy time Googling it, or whether I know somebody knows something specific and that's what I'm going to them for. So, like I said, this was a nice little start. I like it. But if you're going to do this, you're probably going to grow past this like relatively quickly. So I feel like the beginning things that I was making and probably like just little piddling around practicing with it is probably what I was doing with it. But offhandedly, I have no idea. Like, I don't have any pictures of me using this. So, yeah. Now, yeah, that's pretty much, and I think I pretty quickly moved away from this option just because that depression is like really marked, and like this foam needs to be on something else. I wouldn't put it on your lap. And I would have care on putting it on anything hard. It's not that it shouldn't be on something hard. Just understand that if you poke through this foam, you're going to poke through, like, whatever you put it on or into. So, like, maybe you put, I don't know, some foam, or not some foam, some felt, or, like, some, like, a towel or something between, like, whatever you're putting this on. And maybe, like, maybe that's a thought. But, yeah. I mean, I think it's a nice little start. It was cute. And if nothing else, I have 2 needles, which I have like a lot of, which is not a bad thing because these things break. So, yeah, I guess that's all really I have to say about this. This is going to be one of our shorter ones. So, my question to you is, do you have this needle felting kit or another one? If so, how'd you like it? What'd you make with it? I'd love to know, because I'm being terrible and not telling you what I did with it because I don't remember. It's been so long. That's how long this has been on my queue to share with you. It's been on the queue so long that I've forgotten what would even be relevant. That's pretty bad. Now, I'm looking at my notes. Let's see what we got here. If you'd like to see a picture of this, you can scroll into the post below. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the link at the top and it'll send you over to Patreon where you can see this picture today. Also, if you want to get this on your own, like, if you want to look into this, you can also scroll into the post and you will see, or the description, I guess, which based on wherever you are, right? And the link's there, so if you want to go over to Michael's, which is where I got it. If you can't find it at Michael's, I am yawning so much, I'm so sorry. If you can't find it at Michael's, you don't have a Michael's, you can still look directly for, like, the specific brand and title, which I included in there so that I'll make it a little easier for you. Yeah, that's it. So, also links below my websites, Aradia's Hand and Today's Divine, as well as my active social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where I like to hang out the most, and YouTube, and of course now we are adding Twitch to the mix. So if you would like to see this and other Stashcasts, my YouTube channel will have all that there. I'm thinking about making a playlist of just Stashcast specifically. We're going backwards too. I'm going to mention that again. And maybe some other ones. Just because it'll be easier, essentially. But I haven't, I don't know if I've done it by now. Because I'm recording this early and I'm going to share later. So I don't know. Ideally, hopefully, that has happened by now. We'll see. Yeah. So, and what I might start doing is, I don't know if I'm going to start linking all the other Stashcasts. I don't know. Because there's one more thing for me to do, and I don't know that's a great idea right now. I've got enough to do. So, yeah, maybe not adding more to the list sounds good. But, that's it. That's it. It's not terribly interesting, I know. That's the thing with these series, is that some of the videos are going to be long, and some of them are going to be really short, and that's just how it is. But, that said, since you stayed to the end of this video, what are we doing tomorrow? I'm looking at my planner. Tomorrow is time for a Monday motivation, so hopefully I will not be this tired tomorrow, and I will be, like, up and raring to go and, like, do stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I don't even know. We're having a day. I have recorded how many videos? I don't know. Not even that many, but apparently enough to melt my brain. That's cool. I've also drafted a copy and been saving things and been doing a bunch of other things and been cleaning and been planning and plotting. So I think it's fair. all this so I can find something else, which I still haven't found. But I figured, you know, if you're gonna have to clean this stuff anyway, and you took all this stuff out to work on, you should just make the videos now, right? You should just do that now, and then you can just put everything away and not worry about it because it'll be done. And I'm like, that is a great idea, which is how we got to where we are right now. That's cool. What else? So, okay. I want to take a moment though and say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't liked and subscribed, consider doing so. And if you're on YouTube, consider going over to Patreon and joining our little Railings, little fam. So you can see more of things like this and other things I don't share anywhere else. So that's a consideration. And it makes a difference, and it means a lot to me that you are here, that you give me any of your time or energy, because you could be doing anything else, and you're sharing some of it with me. Even if I don't know, it matters. And so I appreciate that. So, yeah, thanks. That's it. That's all we got. You can tell I've had to say this too often. My brain is melted. It's not firing all cylinders real well right now. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That said, I will hopefully see you Friday in Bushido tomorrow, Railings. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye, and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Toodles!